So hi everyone, happy Monday night. Welcome to Baking 101 Week 8, our last class. And we're here, we are here. We got here so quickly. I'm truly proud of all you ladies and gentlemen for your efforts. I'm proud of the enthusiasm that you've kept thus far. It's been great to look at all of your homeworks every week and give edits or not. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your gifts. All of that plays a part in helping my endeavors here. And congratulations to those of you who were recognized in the past couple of weeks for your works as a student. And make sure that you are reposting those things that you see from me or from Anna or from the For Your People site, so we can keep our movement going. I will be teaching summer. Yay! We'll be teaching summer Baking 201. So you all will see that email probably in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break, but Baking 201 will be super fun. So again, here we are. It's the end. Let me just look at your comments really quick, and we will get to rocking and a rolling. Okay, we can hear you. Good evening. Okay, awesome. All right. Get your ovens on to 350. Start your sinks. You should have your mise en place ready to go. Get my oven on. Okay, oven's on. I'm going to start the sink. Let's see what everyone can accomplish in 2 hours. So for your final project tonight, your task was to pick something that you've learned throughout these past 8 weeks, and you're gonna show me 2 techniques within your dessert, okay? I want to see your creativity. I want to see your skill. I want to see, how you challenge yourselves. And I'll also be able to have a reference to go back and see, like if you chose something from week 1, and that's what you're doing tonight, or not week 1, week 2, or week 3, so on and so forth, and see your growth in that. I myself am going to be challenging myself to complete a project in 2 hours tonight as well. So this should be super fun. This is blind for me, so I think only one person at least that I can remember told me what they were making tonight. So if I don't know what you're making, hopefully you've got your recipe cards, everything is up to date. Of course, if you have any questions, you can ask me questions along the way. And so I'm super excited to see what you're gonna do tonight. And before you get started, again, at this point, you should have your mise en place in place. So just take a quick second, grab either a little Post-it or a little piece of paper and write on your paper, Miss Mercy. Put it next to your mise en place and take a picture and send it to me right now. So that way I know that you are in the live tonight and you are making your project tonight. This is how I'll differentiate those that will be baking tomorrow, so on and so forth. So I will repeat that. So what you're gonna do tonight, right now in this moment, you're gonna take your mise en place, and I'll just grab part of mine. Take your mise en place, my bubbles. Take your mise en place, take a little sheet of paper, a Post-it, tear paper, or whatever, write Miss Mercy on it, put it on your mise en place like that, take a picture of it and send it to me right now. Email it to me right now before you get started, okay? And then once you do that, ready, set, go. Let's get going. All right, I'm just double checking my recipe here. Good luck, have fun. I'm nervous because I've had 2 hours to make this happen. So yeah, we've got 2 hours, so we'll be done at 8 o'clock. I'll be checking in with you all on what you're doing, and let's get it going. Plug in your mixers. Cinnamon, ginger. Okay, so my nutmeg should be half. Okay, I think this is right. I think I only messed up on one of my measurements here. I see a question. What type of heaven have I dipped in? This is the best idea area. I gotta stay on TikTok. Yes, Who is that? Tiny Magnolia Bloom. Welcome to Baking 101. We are on week 8. This is our final class tonight, and all of the students on the live are baking something that they learned over the past couple of months. And I don't know, and it's a surprise to me. I don't know what they're doing. So that's what you are witnessing tonight. And since you are a fly on the wall, please like the live. We always try to get to 100,000 likes in our live. So appreciate the likes, appreciate the gifts, and share, put it on your stories so that more people can pop in just the way that you are right now. Okay, I see Crystal. Good evening. All right, awesome. Crystal's in and ready. All right, so I need to shred up some carrots. Miss Mercy, what? LOL, so sorry. Okay, so that's, I am missing, ooh! My carrots are running everywhere. Okay, so what you're doing right now, Miss Noni, Neki, what you're doing is you're gonna take your mise en place, take a piece of paper, write Miss Mercy on it, put it with your mise en place, take a picture of it, and send it to me right now. That way I know that you are starting your scratch project right now during the live. And you have 2 hours to complete it, okay? All right, Miss Daya says sent. Did I miss? If you guys notice that I miss a comment, I gotta figure out how to do that. I'm new here. Figure out how to do what, and then mods just help her. Still getting everything together. Sherry, you've got 2 hours. Me too. I have to shred a cup of carrots. I have to shred a cup of carrots right now. I'm nervous. Okay, Ms. Daya sent. Great job. Okay. Let's see. I'll bring this down. You guys can see mine. Okay, Dominique, start a final. Awesome. Great job. Good luck, Dominique. Have fun. Be done in 2 hours. I should have brought the food processor. I don't know how to like the live. Just double tap the screen. Double tap the screen, double tap. I'm having issues with your email. Alexis Diva, having issues with the email. Okay, do you want to text it to me? Oh, but then I'll be putting my phone number on the internet, huh? If she can't email me, how are we gonna do that? Putting my mise en place together. Hi, Jolly, welcome to class. Okay, so Jolly, once you get your mise en place together, get a piece of paper, write Miss Mercy on it, take a picture, and email it to me right now. All right, start right before you ask for the photo, but here it is. Okay, Katrina, got you. Good luck. Okay, there's Miss Noni. Awesome. Okay, I need my mods because I can't really use my brain right now. I need you guys to help me figure out how that student can get me a picture of their mise en place right now. How do they accomplish that? Let's see. Starting cupcakes and monster brownie. Okay. I'm answering questions. All right. What? I can't hear you. Whew. So I have forgot to grab the carrots. So I had to run to the store right now and get the carrots. So shredding these carrots is cutting into my hour. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I need my full 2 hours to accomplish my dessert. And I'm nowhere near a cup. Do we have a food processor? No. What are the questions? Okay, if she's answering the questions, can you tell me what they are? because they're rolling past me and I can't see it. Let's see what that is.
I like a lot. You answered that one.
Okay. So on my mise en place tonight, I have flour, I have brown sugar, baking powder, kosher salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, vanilla, granulated sugar. Do we have to pick a recipe from the class or any? From the class. I have nuts, I have butter, I have eggs, and then carrots. That's my mise en place for tonight. Maybe I could get my creaming started, and then maybe I'll feel like I'm doing something. Okay, so what do we use when we cream? Dun, 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 dun. We use butter and sugar. So I'm gonna get my creaming started first. I've got my granulated sugar, and there's my dark brown sugar. And then I'm also gonna add my butter. Okay, I see a okay, thank you. What was the question? Was that the one I just answered? About the recipe? Yes, no? All right. Thank you. Thanks, babe.
I was typing.
All right. Ah! Man down. I dropped my butter. Let's see. Try to get that up here. All right. I'm gonna pull this off so you all can see it really quick. So I've got my butter, dark brown sugar, and granulated sugar. I'm gonna start creaming this up while I'm shredding my carrots. Hope everyone's doing all right. Have we gotten started? Are we getting our mise en place together? I'll turn that a little bit. I'm excited. This 2 hours is gonna go by fast. My goal was to have my cake in the oven by 6:20. It's 6:16. Oh, I'm making a cake. I didn't even say what I was making. I'm making a cake. Yeah, so my goal was to have it in the oven. I have 4 minutes. Can I achieve this in 4 minutes? Yeah. You can talk to me. I like when I play back the videos and I hear you talking to me. It's week 8, y'all. It's the final exam. Was anyone nervous? Do you guys get nervous when you have to take a test? Even like if you know it or not, or not. Obviously you're gonna be nervous if you don't know it, but if you do know it, do you still get nervous? Like, oh my goodness, I've got to take a test and I know it, but I'm still nervous. But it's just fun. It's just all in fun. I'm more excited for the test. I'm excited too. It's like excitement and nerves. So I'm like, 2 hours isn't long enough. Should we have made it 3? No, I'm just kidding. 2 hours is good. Hi Doris, welcome to our live. Double tap that screen. If my mods can just sporadically send that reminder for the double taps. We have 4,000. We have 4,000 likes right now. See if we can get to 6 really quick. Okay. So, oh, I probably should have left that little cup thing on here, huh? Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. So I've got some carrots shredded here. I need 1 cup. I think that's a cup. What do you guys think? What do you think I'm making? Can anybody guess what I'm making? I have brown sugar, butter, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, ginger, nuts, carrots, baking powder, kosher salt. Yes, carrot cake. I'm making carrot cake, y'all. Okay, look, that's on top. I did it. All right, boom. Okay, now I feel better. What time is it? 6:19. Ah! All right. Yes, I'm making carrot cake, and I'm making a mess. Okay. And that's dripping. And the water's gone. Okay. My butter and sugar is creamed. So now I'm going to get my dry ingredients together. Can't forget to put those eggs in there. Clean as we go. How's everyone doing? We have 4.8 likes. Let's get to 6,000 real quick. Are my mods tapping the screen too?
Yes, you are.
Or is it just the flies? Just the flies on the wall. All right. Okay. Do my dry ingredients in here. Gonna get all of my flour. Have a lot of flour. That's a lot. We're gonna do that. Okay. Yes, so I am making carrot cake. There's my salt. There's my nutmeg. There's my ginger. Cinnamon. And baking powder. Oh, there's Sherry. All right. Sherry's got her mise en place in. Good luck, Sherry. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Getting this sifted. Ooh, that smells so good. Okay. Got that sifted. Now I'm gonna do my eggs. Now remember, you always have your eggs cracked on the side. That way you don't ruin your batter as you go. All right. Food challenge here. How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing okay? See, a couple of you just got your mise en place together. Does anyone have their full batter ready? Does anyone have their project in the oven already? We are 22 minutes in. I know I really need to hurry up. Let's see what you all say. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Let me just scrape this down a little bit. I'm really excited to finish and cut into this too. I've been craving the carrot cake. So, okay, I'm gonna put my vanilla into my creamed mixture over there. Mine just went in the oven. All right, Crystal, let's go, girl. Turn that up a bit. him. All right, Jolly. Jolly's in the race. Jolly's got his mise en place in. Crystal's project is in the oven. Right. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. Does anyone have a messy kitchen like me so far? Alright. Okay, so don't forget with your projects you all are doing 2 techniques, okay? Alright, that looks really good. That looks really incorporated. Alright, there's Danielle. Danielle's in the race. Good luck, good luck. I'm going to use this so I don't make too much of a mess here. So I am combining my dry ingredients into my wet and just doing about half of that to not make a mess, too much of a mess. And the fan is on, if you can't tell. All right, I'm going to season my pans. Katrina is in the race. Oh, thank you for the finger hearts, Katrina. We're at 7,000 likes. Let's just do 2 layers. And that looks really good. Your batter's coming out really good. Pinned comment. I missed the pinned comment. Can you tell me what that said? I missed it. I am seasoning my pan with flour and oil. And you know what? I put the flour away. Babe, I need your help. I put the flour away. I'm going to try and send emails again, log off, and I'll go back in, mixing my brownies. Okay, so Lexus Diva. Okay, so she's got brownies. She needs to send a picture. So did we not figure, we didn't figure that out, I suppose, since that's what she's saying right now. How can she get a picture to me? Thank you, babe. Okay. Lexus Diva, put some hearts in the chat if you can hear me, if you didn't log out yet. And I will give you a phone number and you can just text your picture. That way, that should be quicker for you. She's still what? What she didn't want? No, I said I would be putting mine on there. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well we'll just see. We'll see how that goes. I'm seasoning my pan here. Time is at 6:26. Batter is looking good.
Your daughter said that she has put in the chat that they can DM her photo.
Okay, DM the photo. Remember how I told you guys it makes a lot of noise to season the pans? See how noisy that is? Bubbles, and my recipe is missing water. So we have flour, sugar, carrots, baking soda, salt, nutmeg, the eggs, butter, sugar. Okay, just see, half a cup of water. That looks a little dry. Alright, half a cup of water. Slowly, and we are just about ready to get into the oven. Okay, so we're gonna do cake and cupcakes. How about that? Super ambitious, super ambitious. Okay, batter's going. How's everyone doing? Am I the last one? Am I the last one to get my thing in the oven? I'm gonna do a different color. So I'm doing a different color here. For American buttercream, does the cocoa go in the beginning or with the powder? Looks like it's cut it off. American buttercream, cocoa means that you're making a chocolate buttercream. That's gonna go with the butter in the very beginning with the butter. That way the wet part, like the butter with the vanilla, that's gonna break down the cocoa. Okay, so you wanna do that in the beginning. Ooh, this looks really good. Look at my batter, y'all. That looks really good. So we are going to taste this. How we doing? You're welcome. So good. Wish y'all could taste that. That's really good. Who made that? Tastes so good. Make you wanna. Okay, someone else not in the oven yet. I'm almost there. I'm almost to the oven. I'm just gonna add my carrots. So remember at the end when you have your chopped ingredients, on that stage you're going to fold that item in. You're not gonna mix. You're gonna fold it in, so that's what I'm doing right now. Hey Anna, welcome back. All right, so there's my carrot cake batter. So I'm gonna add my carrots. Beautiful, beautiful. Adding my carrots, and I am adding my nuts. Beautiful, beautiful. And then I'm just gonna leave a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna need those later, but just in case. And then we are gonna fold that in. Can you all see that? I didn't see the emails, just playing with the email. I sent homework from last week and week 1. Okay, Lexus Diva, you're in the race. Let's go. We've got an hour and a half left. My cake is gonna need to bake for 40 minutes. Someone had brownies, so whoever's got brownies, your brownies are gonna need to bake for 40 minutes. If you have cupcakes, your cupcakes should be baking for a minimum of 16 minutes. And I hope that you prepared at least a dozen, or about a dozen for your plate presentation. So there's a little tip there. Okay, I'm putting brownies in the oven and starting my cupcakes. Awesome. There's my batter. I'm ready. Let me get my scooper. Alright, so we are going to I'm doing cake and cupcakes. So I'm using a 6-inch pan. Just set the timer. Boom. Looks good. I love carrot cake. Me too. I can't wait to eat this. I just did a little QA with my tasting spoon. Let's see. I feel like I need to zoom out. No, I can't zoom out. Okay. So I have a, let me see how I can change this view here. I have a 6-inch baking pan. So I'm doing a 6-inch cake. So with a 6-inch cake, you're going to use 2 cups of batter for each layer. So I've already got 1 in here. So we're gonna do 1 more. This batter is a little more thick. Okay, clean off the edges. If you do a 4-inch cake, you're gonna use only 1 cup of batter for your cake. If you're doing an 8-inch, you would use like 3 to 4, depending upon the thickness and the flavor. Some flavors raise higher than the others. Okay, so there's my cake, and then I'm gonna be ambitious and put some cupcakes on the side. And I have a 3 tablespoon scooper. 3 tablespoon scooper, and that's what I'm gonna use for my cupcakes. So let's see how those go in. Did I turn my oven on? Imagine, has anyone done that before? I've done that a couple of times. That's why I try to teach you guys. So before you get started, before you start putting your mise en place together, turn your oven on and build your sink. Because I've gotten all into the thick of it, and then I go to put my batter in the oven and it's not even on. What is that? And then I have to wait. And then I have to wait a little more. Okay. I don't know what that is right there. All right, one more. One more. Okay. Boom. So there we are. Carrot cake and cupcakes. Alright. Cakes going in and cupcakes are going in. Okay. Alexa, start a timer for 16 minutes.
Good evening, Mercy. 16 minutes, starting now.
Alright, and then I'm going to do this one for the cake. Oh, 40 minutes, going too far. All right, how's everyone doing? Okay, there we go, 40 minutes. So it's 6:30. Okay, so I'm about 15 minutes behind where I want it to be in real life. I'm gonna pop this in the refrigerator to get that out of the way. I'm gonna clean up my workstation a bit, and then I can start working on my buttercream. Phase 2. Phase 2. Nice mess happening here. How's everyone doing? Oh, I dropped my microphone. Drop the mic. Can you guys hear me? Put some hearts in the chat, yeah? Oh, I need that bowl. I need that bowl. For the mixer, because I'm going to make the buttercream right now. I just realized I forgot some ingredients in my mise en place. Oh no, so what does that mean? Is your batter in the oven? Because if you're not in the oven, then You know how to adjust. Remember, we went through that a couple weeks ago. I had forgot something in mine too, and luckily I was able to add it in. Okay, I need that bowl. So I'm gonna take this one here. Thankfully, I'm still mixing. Yes, boom. Isn't that so great? See, if you were like baking from a box, you wouldn't be able to do that. You have to scrap it and start all over. So thankfully, we are scratch baking, so you have the wiggle room to fix it when you make mistakes. The good part of that is you notice it right now. You noticed it before you got it into the oven. And so that's the good part. Oh, that's the good. I think I have batter on my neck. That's the good part that you noticed it right now. That's good. Does anyone just eat raw cake batter? Or is that just me? Are you gonna send us the carrot cake recipe? Nope. You notice I didn't tell you guys the measurements, right? So this is my carrot cake recipe from my bakery. So I will, if you would like a carrot cake recipe, yes, I can send you one, but it will be modified to the one that we use in the shop, but still similar. Okay. LOL about the recipe. Because you know what they say, if I tell you what I have to do. So yes, I can, like pretty much everything that I make, I know multiple recipes for it, or, you know, I can like edit it. Because we don't, you know, we don't do the recipes for what we do in the shop, but we do. If you guys have taken a look at the Etsy, like if there is any cake that you like, it's on my Etsy shop. And we'll ship out cake jars to you. I believe the carrot is on there. That is one of the ones that are seasonal, but I can put it on there for sure. Okay. Cleaning out my bowl for buttercream. Okay. How's everyone doing? How's it going, Jolly? So you made that edit, so let me know how it goes. I'm baking already. Margarita Marquez. Okay, awesome. Yours is in the oven, so is mine. Cupcakes in, cake in. Danielle, I think you're about getting in the oven, right? Haven't heard from Katrina. Katrina, how are you doing? And Sherry, I think Sherry said she was a little bit behind. So you guys let me know. Let me know how it's going. All right, phase 2. Let me know if those comments come out of my back screen. All right, so I'm making American buttercream, and I'm also going to tint it. Okay. I'm being very ambitious with these 2 hours. That I can make a cake, I can make cupcakes, and tint it, and do a design. Okay, mine is in the oven. All right, awesome. Danielle's in the oven, sweating. Batter is almost done baking, working on the buttercream now. Okay, awesome. Great job, Katrina. Sherry, was that Sherry that said almost in the oven? Oh, that was Danielle. How's Sherry doing? Nikki, how are you doing? All right, so looking at my buttercream. So you see I have Crisco, and also in the shop what we do is we use Crisco in our buttercream for stabilizers. So if you guys take baking 201, this will be an alternate buttercream recipe for design, for cake design. So the one that you all learned for this class was the basic one. Of course, you can build off of that and do the basic decoration. But then when you get into the more intricate things, it smells so good in here. Nice. I don't smell mine yet, but the batter did taste good. Yeah, so once you're gonna do like more intricate designs with your buttercream, we add the Crisco to it to stabilize it. So that's what I'm doing here. And we'll see. We'll see if I make it. Let's see, it's 6:44. Because then I'm also going to have to chill the cake. Also gonna have to chill the cake. I feel like I'm on, what do I feel like I'm on? I feel like I'm on Baker's Dozen. Did you guys see Baker's Dozen on Hulu? Did anybody watch Baker's Dozen on Hulu? If not, when you have some free time, where's my vanilla? My vanilla's missing. Oh, there it is. When you have some free time, watch Baker's Dozen on Hulu, episode 6, and you might see someone that you know. Boom. So that is the base for my buttercream. And like I said, I'm gonna tint this too, so I'm getting real ambitious tonight. So I'm going to use this. And I said, I watched it. You did. What'd you see on there? All right, we're at 10,000 likes. Thank you all for the likes. Keep tapping the screen. We've got a ways to go. I'm sure we can at least get to 50,000. What do you think? At least to 50? Oh. Instead of me trying to wash all that stuff, I'm just gonna open up some more cups. These might be too small. All right, thanks for the likes, Crystal. Is everyone cleaning up as they go as well? You want to make sure less mess as possible. So I am working on my American buttercream here. And let's see, when the cake comes out, yeah, I need to prepare my pans for the cake to come out. Move all this stuff out the way. Kitchen cleaning, sitting, and waiting. Okay, awesome. Make sure you like the live while you're looking. getting your kitchen cleaned up. Awesome. See, I'm trying to do some cleaning now while my buttercream is going. Here's my powdered sugar, which I'm going to use a whole 2 pounds. And hopefully not make too much of a mess since the fan is on. Okay. We are rocking and rolling. Okay. So there we go, buttercream going. And then what else do we need to do? Oh, I bought some little jelly beans. Get my little jelly beans out here. When you're mixing, always start low so that you don't have a whole cloud of sugar. Got some cute little jelly beans here. Look at that. Pretty, pretty. I'm going to put some more sugar here. The rest of that. Okay. Nice. Katrina, I'm Esme. I'm Esme, what does that mean? Oh, they're talking in the chat. I couldn't see the whole thing. Just trying to give myself as much space as possible here. Buttercream's looking nice and pretty. Is that my timer for the cupcakes? Boom. Alright, timer's going off for the cupcakes. Let's check them and see. Check them and see what's happening. This. Smells yummy. And that looks really good. Okay. I can tell there. Still need a little more time. I'll show them to you all though. So there's my cupcakes. But I'm gonna put them in for a couple of minutes. That's not ready. Okay, my toothpick is really wet, so we need a couple more minutes on my cupcakes. Or let's do 3. Alexa, set the timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
Okay. And my buttercream is almost done. a little more sugar to that. Smells good in here. Too bad y'all don't have smell-o-vision. Alright, awesome. Rocking and rolling. I'm gonna need those white balls. I'm gonna need to dye my buttercream in those white balls.
You what?
Can I dye my buttercream in those white balls? I said, can I dye my buttercream in the white bowl? No? Yes. Hmm? Hmm? Yeah. Let's see. Katrina's back with us. Thanks for the like, Sabrina. Sabrina, are you baking tonight? I don't remember if I saw your mise en place come through. I just put. Hi Mariah, thanks for joining. We are baking our final presentation. No, I need to buy butter and bread pans for the banana bread. Okay. So you're gonna have that one done by Wednesday. Wednesday is the last day to turn in your work for your certificate. Somehow I had a little carrot in there. Okay. I'm gonna turn that up super fast. I'm a fly on the wall. Alright, get those likes to 100,000, Sabrina. I'm counting on you. Counting on you to single-handedly get the likes of the lives up to 100,000. Tell everyone. Share the live.
Your timer's on.
Alright. There's my timer for the cupcakes again. So let's check that and see how we're doing. That buttercream's looking pretty good. Smells really good. Okay, almost. So you see they've risen a lot more, and that's still a little more wet than I would like it to be, so we'll just do 2 more minutes, and then our cupcakes will be done, and then we can move on from there. Alexa, set the timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
So remember, when you're baking, if a recipe calls, if it says like 16 to 18 minutes or 16 to 20 minutes, you always want to start with a lower amount, because remember, with baking, we can always add, we cannot subtract. So you want to err on the side of caution, use the lower time, and then that way, if it's enough, you're ready, you can bring your bakes out and you don't burn it. And if it's not ready, then you have the wiggle room to continue them until they're ready. And my suggestion is always to do that about 2 minutes at a time. That way you can have a good gauge on where your bake is going to end up. But every time that you open the oven, you are losing a little bit of temperature. So that tip is more so for non-cake items. And when it is a cake, you probably want to use like 5-minute intervals to get your cake ready. Going well over here on my second batch. Awesome. Yes. She's got 2 batches. I love it. Love the ambition. All right, so my buttercream is ready. So now I can tint. All right. So let's see. We are going to tint some buttercream, y'all. Not to make a mess, but it's kind of inevitable, right? Do you all have like a crazy looking kitchen when you're baking? 8 minutes for brownies. Buttercream came out good. Oh, nice. Ooh, brownies and buttercream. Okay, I can't wait to see that. All right, that's Alexa. The minutes are just flying by. 7 o'clock, we've got 1 hour. That first hour going by so fast. How did it go so fast? How did it go so fast? How did it go so fast? Okay, so was it really good? So my carrot cupcakes are ready. So what I'm gonna do is transfer these to a baking sheet and then put them in the freezer to blast chill them. That way I can decorate them. But it smells so good. So good.
Oh, that's a start.
Thank you. So I can just do this over here. Just gonna carefully bring them out. And from being in the kitchen for years and years and years, my hands have a high tolerance to eat. So, are these hot? Yes. But I'm all right. That one's trying to stick. Can't get this one out. Okay, here we go. All right. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? Pretty colors. All right, so we are gonna blast chill these in the freezer so we can get started on those. Okay, for the buttercream. Can you see that? All right, we've got 1 hour. We've got 1 hour to complete our bakes. I've got my large amount of buttercream here, so we are gonna tint. Everyone knows what my favorite color is, so you can probably guess what color I'm gonna do this. You said black. Yes, black is one of my favorite colors, black and purple. All right, so do I need all of this? Let's see. So I'm taking some of it out. I'm gonna color it in here. I'm gonna use the mixer. Most of the time when I tint buttercream, I use my hand. But because we are in a race for time, I am using, I'm gonna use a mixer. And I want this to be a little bit more creamy, so I'm gonna put a little bit of heavy cream in here. Well, this is where I do this. I'm just gonna put a little bit of buttermilk, just a tiny bit, a tiny bit. Okay. Just want it to be a little more smooth, and then we can tint. So, I'm just going to try to do 3. Purple, Got all my little tools here. Do you want us to take any pictures before we decorate? Yes. Take pictures along the way. So whatever your bake is, let me see it before you build it out. So take a picture of the preliminary, just like how you would do for every class. All right, that looks good. Now, okay, so yes, please take a picture of the phases of your final project. Okay, I'm gonna tint this, use a tiny bit. There's a message coming through that I can't read on our text. Let's see what that is. Mic's not on? I can't hear you.
Switch mics.
Switch mics.
Is it this one? Is it out?
No, this one's not even on. But there's no red light. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see.
So you can hear it still, it's just not the same quality.
Okay. Let's switch to the alternate mic. Can you all hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Yeah?
It's not the same.
So that means no then, and that means this microphone's not working? Okay. Alright. So can you all see that? With my tinting, I put the purple in there and it doesn't look like anything. So we're gonna put a little more. So a little bit at a time. So I want it to be like lavender. There we go. There we go. Now it's lavender. That's so pretty. Scrape down the sides and see that? That's a pretty lavender now. Okay, scrape down the sides. I have 9 minutes left on my cake. We have 54 minutes left in class. How are we doing, y'all? Okay, that's a pretty lavender there. The purple is the one color where it doesn't really transfer on the screen like how you can see it with your naked eye. But can you tell that that's, yeah, I think that's pretty good. You can tell that that's lavender. So that's how I want it. I'm gonna stop there. I do want it to be a little more thick though, so I'm gonna add a little more sugar. Because remember with your American buttercream, if it comes out too thin, then you can add a little more sugar to thicken it. If it comes out too thick, then you can add a little more of your heavy cream to thin it out. And a lot of the times when you do tint it, it will thin it out just a little bit. So I just put like a 1/4 cup of sugar to thicken it a little bit more right now. How's everyone doing? Does anyone have anything completely out of the oven and we're cooling, ready to decorate? I've got my cupcakes cooling, ready to decorate, waiting to decorate. And about 6 minutes. I still need to tint some buttercream. All right, so that's my lavender. Esme's doing good, awesome. How's everyone doing? Crystal, how are you doing? Jolly, Katrina. Who else is in here tonight? Danielle, or who was that? That wasn't. Was that Sherry that's not baking tonight? Brownies ready, popping in cupcakes. All right. That was very smart. That was very smart to do your brownies first, since those cook the longest. Great, great, great time management. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, hanging in there, brownies almost ready. Just finished buttercream, about to start decorating. Awesome. Awesome, okay, so it seems like we're all about the same speed. And my nerves have settled down, so I'm not as nervous as I was. All right, so purple. And I want to do pink. Did I bring pink? How can I not bring pink? Okay, I got some glitter, we got a coupler, so purple, so let's do yellow. That one. This one doesn't have that much in it. So I am tinting my buttercream. I only need a little bit. I'm trying to do everything in a pastel palette. So again, you can add, but you can't take away. So as I'm doing my tinting, I'm doing just a small amount at a time to achieve the color. And I want to be in a pastel, so we are on the low end. So we would just put a tiny bit of the color gel. And then if you want to do a deeper color, then you do more on your tinting. And I feel like that looks pretty perfect there. Nice pastel yellow. Yep, I think we're good right there. Got a pastel yellow. So I'm just mixing it up really good. So all the white that's in here will turn to yellow. Okay. Okay. So got some yellow. Now I'm going to do green. And I just need a tiny bit. do it in here. We'll do a tiny bit of green. See, that green is a really high concentration. So I'm really just gonna do a tiny, tiny bit. Tiny, tiny bit of green here. Just barely. barely touching it in there. Okay, so let's see how we do with the green. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Yay, I've got 2 minutes on the timer. Let me see that. How do I get my butter to come to room temperature quickly? So you can use the defrost function on your microwave. How much butter are you using? Are you using like a cup of butter? Pretty sure with your projects you probably don't need more than a cup of butter. So if you're using about a cup of butter, put that in your microwave safe bowl, and then use the defrost function and set it to 1 minute. And what it'll do is it'll defrost for 30 seconds, and then you can check that and mix it up, and then put it back in there for another 30 seconds if you need to. But you want it soft, you don't want it melted, right? So that's a really, really pale green. I'm just gonna take it a little bit further. I want it a little bit darker than that. Ooh, it smells good in here. That's good. I want to go a little bit further. Watch, I'm going to go too far. So when you're tinting your buttercream, if you happen to go too far and it's too dark, then you'll just take some of your white and add it to it, and then that'll lighten it back up. And that's a definitely pastel green for sure. Part of me wants to keep going though. But I should probably start there. Not start, should probably start there. So I've got some green, I've got some yellow, I've got my purple over there. And somehow I left the pink. I can do a tiny bit of red, and that'll give me pink. Okay, let's check the cake. Let's check the cake. Yummy, yummy. That looks good. Okay. Cakes are done. Look at that. So in the center, dry toothpick. Cake is done. So you always check the center because that would be the least baked. Smells amazing. All right, so the cake's out. So my baking part is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my oven off. Okay. Oven is off. Okay, so I'm gonna let those sit for just a second, and then I'm gonna take them out and pop them in the freezer for the blast chill. And then right now I'm bringing my cupcakes out, and those are nice and chill. So those are gonna go on my rack. Boom, got cupcakes on the rack. Nice. So yellow, green. Maybe I'll just do blue, or I'll just do a little bit of red. See if I can achieve that pink on that. Okay, how's everyone doing? It's 7:17, so we got about 45, 43 minutes. That's pretty decent. I like cheese cream frosting in my carrot cake. So do I. So do I, but for tonight, I'm gonna do a design. And so since I'm doing design, I'm not putting the cream cheese in it. But traditionally, yes, I would pair cream cheese with a carrot cake. But I'm gonna do a design for you guys, so I'm not putting the cream cheese in there. When you put the cream cheese in the buttercream and you have to tint it, it kind of like skews it. So I don't like to do that. So that's why I'm just using a regular American buttercream. And then the only way, I think you guys learned that from here with your American buttercream recipe, all you have to do is add 8 to 12 ounces of cream cheese or whipped cream cheese to your American buttercream recipe, and then that will give you the cream cheese buttercream. So it's really simple. So what do we say we're gonna do? Blue? Just gonna tint this with a little bit of blue, and then I'll be done with the tinting. How's everyone doing? All right, so tiny bit. Look at that teeny, teeny, tiny bit. I'm gonna hold this just teeny, tiny bit and see how this comes out. Look at that. Now the camera's not really picking that up that well. Can you all see that that's blue? It's a really, really light blue. I will probably add a little bit to it. A little bit more. It's very pale. Very, very pale. That's probably a lot. Okay, we'll see. Let's see how that goes. Oh yeah. Now that blue is coming out. Can you see that? Nice. Okay, so now I've got my blue. Now I'm gonna take my cakes and put them in the freezer to chill. I'm going to remove it from the pan first to do that. So I'll take a butter knife and I'll go on the back side of the butter knife to do that. I'll just try to move everything here so you all can see. So I'm going to do that. Okay. That's not too hot. So I'm going to take the back of the butter knife. Remember how we did this with the banana bread? Just taking the back of the knife and going around it so you're not scratching up your pan and you're not damaging your bread that's in here. And then I'm just rotating this and giving each side a little push so that the cake will come out. Get those carrots in there. And it looks so good. Look at how easy that was. All right, so that's one. Let's do one more. $7.22. That's so easy. And notice I didn't put a wax paper under there either. If you season your pan really good, you can get it to come out just like that. And they didn't break. So now I'm gonna put them in the freezer. So that can chill. We can decorate. So now we can do something with our cupcakes. We've got 40 minutes. Can we get this done in 40 minutes? We'll see. I really just need the cake to cool. Alright, so I've got yellow, have a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, and purple. So now I'm going to take my piping bag, so I have a bunch of tips here. So we're going to do some cool designs with the tips. Making the ice cream for the brownies. Okay, awesome. Homemade ice cream is the best. What flavor? What flavor ice cream are you making? Get that out of the way because I'm not gonna need that. Got some, and then I've got some cute little, I don't know, it's like a bunny and a chick and an egg in here. What kind of ice cream are we making? Okay, so now let's do some couplers here. Oh, cheesecake! Cheesecake ice cream. Ooh, that's gonna be really good. That sounds yummy, yummy. Just setting up to put my colors into the piping bag. We're gonna make some flowers. I actually didn't do a lot in those colors. Let me see. So I bought some Russian popping tips. Sounds really good. Love cheesecake, right? So cheesecake ice cream with the brownies, that's gonna be really good. Let's see here, what little tip are we gonna use? So we did this one with the yellow. Probably do something else. Maybe a more cool. This one. Rose, yellow rose, and then we'll do some leaves. Find my leaf tip in here. They're so tiny. Okay. So this is actually that's the biggest one. This is a Wilton 67. And this is going to be my little leaf tip. We're going to make some flowers. Put my coupler in here first, and what the coupler does is allows you to change the tip off of the bag and keep the color, but do like different things with the color. Okay, so I got that one in there. This is going to be for my green. tiny bit. So the leaf is just like a little accent, so you only need a tiny bit. So I'll try to get all of it out of here. Alright, just about 30 minutes left. And hopefully you all are in the building stage of your final bake or the decorating stage of your final bake. Is anyone in the plating stage? Has anyone got to plating yet? Is anyone not far? Okay, so now I've got my green. Just set that over there. Has anyone got to plating? And we'll do a little one for blue. We'll do rosette. One more. Brownie's in for 10 more minutes, kitchen clean. Awesome. Brownie is cooling, making whipped cream now. Waiting for cupcakes and letting brownies. Awesome, most of you guys are doing the brownies. Nice. So I'm gonna see a few brownie sundaes. And let's see how your creativity is gone with that. Yeah, the brownies are really good. And then you know you can, you guys know how to cut them up in the pan, so you can, and then Danielle's about to start decorating. Awesome. So you can cut them up in the pan. You can store them airtight on your counter for a couple of days, or you can store them airtight in the freezer for a couple of months. Okay, and I am looking for this a closed tip so I can do like a flower on here. Let me do that one. To start decorating. Awesome, awesome. Seems like everybody's making good time, so that's great. Cake's chilling pretty good. Blue. Got a green, I've got a blue. I'm gonna do yellow. Is anybody running out of space? I feel like there's never enough space. Okay. Let's try to move stuff out the way. Give me some space. Yellow. Actually, before I do my yellow, I'm going to bring my cake out and tort it. And what that means is I'm going to cut off the top of it. And then that'll help with it cooling. So typically when you need to tort a cake, you would use a cake leveler. They have a lot of them, well not a lot, but they have a few on the market. They have some that are like a pliable metal. They have some that are really sturdy. I'm just going to use a knife because I do this every week. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on. So I'm just gonna use my knife to level my cake. Don't try this at home. So I basically can just go in and then I'll rotate the top of it. But when you guys take baking 201, you will use a leveler. And then the extra cake, you don't throw it away, you keep it, and you can use it for, you can crumble it up and you can use it for cupcake jars. You can use it for little dessert jars. And it's nice and tasty. But I just want to get the top off of here so it can cool down a bit more so we can start decorating. So there's one. See that? Nice and level. I'll do the next one. Smells so good. Just cover that. Okay, so now my cake is toward it. It's nice and level. So I'm gonna put it back. So it can chill a bit more. We'll be coming down to the wire on this in about 20 minutes. And then there's my scraps. Let's give it a taste. Okay. All right, so we've got 20 minutes, guys. Thanks for the likes. Keep tapping. If you are just a fly on the wall. Now I have a larger coupler because I'm going to use this Russian tip to make a flower. So now I need the big boy for this one. Now I can get that huge one on there. Oh, this is the wrong coupler. I need this one. Which way is this back? This way? Need to cut a little bit more. And again, you can't add, so even when cutting the bag, cut a small amount as you go. See? And that fits right on there. Where are we at? 19,000. We have 30 minutes to get to 100,000 lips. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? I don't know. Remember, if you're in here and you're a fly on the wall, tap, tap, tap. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the gifts. I appreciate all the shares. All right, and we've got that yellow in there. Okay, there's some yellow. Now I've got one more color. I'm gonna bag the purple, and then we'll be on to W. Coming down to the wire. All right, so let's. Trying to get as much of this off of here as I can. This is a beautiful lavender. So cute, so cute. Can anybody tell what the theme of my cake is yet? Does anybody know what theme this is? Can you tell? Okay, so there's my lavender. We got one back left. Easter, yes. Yes, we're making an Easter theme cake. How ambitious is that to try to make and decorate a cake in 2 hours? And I've got 20 minutes. All right, so this purple, I need, where's the tip? Got this little tiny one. I need a bigger one. Yeah, what messed me up was the carrots. Forgetting the carrots. I had to go to the store. Back to the store. But I requested to join. I'm done. Oh, did you? Oh, request again. You want to show us? You want to come up and show us? The mods, can you help me with that? Bring Sherry up as a guest, please. All right, and then I've got this 2B tip for the purple. Can the mods help Sherry come up? She's done. Let's see what she's put together in 2 hours. Sherry, make sure you plate, take your picture as well. Got your picture taken? Click where it says guess and type. Me, do I do it? There we go. Looks like it's loading.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, look at you.
So, here's what I made. I did the sugar cookie recipe.
Nice.
I had leftover buttercream icing that I tinted with blue, and I decided to just put that on top of the cookie.
Nice. So you use
But I used peanut butter, chocolate
you got
chip,
your rosé.
and then sugar. Yes.
Awesome. You got peanut butter chips, chocolate chips. So tell me, Sherry, what techniques did you use?
So the techniques I used were creaming for the sugar and the butter, and tinting for the buttercream.
Creaming and tinting. Beautiful. Excellent job. Did you taste any of them
That's it.
yet?
And I used your recipe. I used your recipe, so I already know it's good.
Okay, nice, nice. Yes. Put some hearts in the chat. Put some purple hearts in the chat for Sherry. Yes. Awesome. Great, great job on your piping. Your piping looks
Thank
really
you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
absolutely. Yes, purple hearts in the chat for Sherry. Does anyone else want to come up? Or Sherry, do you have any questions for any of the recipes that we've done? Okay, she's gone. And you can put it in the comments if you have any questions for me in regards to any of the recipes that we've done, any techniques, stuff like that. And I got 17 minutes. Anyone else done and ready to present? Excellent, excellent job, Sherry. So just make sure you've got your picture on your for plate presentation. Oh, that's right, 1,000 or more followers to join. That's right. I always forget that. Okay, so I'm putting my buttercream on the inside for my cake. I usually do this with a piping bag, but since I'm pressed for time, I'm just going to do this way. And in hindsight, I guess this actual part could have been cream cheese, but we just did regular. And so this actual part could have been cream cheese, but we just did regular. And so for my top, oh, Esme, all right, Esme is going to come up. When you make a top on your cake, invert it upside down so it's very flat. Okay. Okay, good. Esme is going to come up. And so now, okay, here you go. All right, so now we are going to decorate the sides. That's trying to slide a little bit. I did not grab my offset spatula, which is what I would typically use to do this part. So I'm gonna have to hold this a bit. Get on there. This one just wants to come out. I don't know how I forgot that. So what I'm doing now is called crumb coating. So it's like this first layer of the buttercream is gonna seal all of the crumbs into the cake. And again, you typically would do this with an offset spatula that I forgot to pack. So I'm just doing this with this tiny one. And this will seal in all the crumbs. And then you would take this at this stage, pop it back in the refrigerator, and you would let it sit at least 30 minutes before you start your decorating. But for tonight, we're getting right to it. Great job, Sherry. How's Esme? Oh, I'm ready. Okay, so mods, can you help me with bringing her up?
That's not my expertise. What was it?
Esme. Esme is ready. Click on the guest icon and request to join. Perfect. All right, so got all the sides. So now we're gonna do the top. About 12 minutes. Let's try to pull this off. I don't see her request yet. Let me know when it comes up.
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
She needs a minute.
She needs a minute. Okay. So I'm sealing all the crumbs in here. And again, at this phase, you would pop this in the fridge and let your cake chill for like 30 minutes. But I've got 11. So we're just gonna do like this. And I'm just rotating, going. So what this is doing at every turn is just sealing all the crumbs in. Okay. And I'm just gonna get that up here. So when you take Baking 201, you will learn how to stack and decorate a cake as well. Okay, and this is all going to be covered, so this part does not have to be perfect. Is that her? Nope, that's not her. Someone else is trying to join.
That's it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there she is. Okay. A little Hello Kitty. Do you guys see that? There's something. Are you able to turn on your camera? Can you guys hear that? I feel like I hear sound, but I just don't see anything. Cannot see her. Yeah. We can't see you yet.
I'm trying to turn on my camera. I don't know how to.
Can't see or hear. I know, we can't see or hear. Are we able to look and see how many followers she has? So maybe that will determine if you can do it or not.
$43 followers. That's why I wanted to turn it on.
Okay. So Esme, it looks like you don't have enough followers. That's why we're not able to see. We're not able to see you. Does anyone in here have 1,000? Anyone else have 1,000? Brownies plated and decorating with whipped cream. Awesome. Who is that? Jolly. Okay. We've got some brownies. And I'm decorating. 7 minutes. It's barely gonna make it. Just gonna cross that there. Did we see if anyone else had enough followers? Read that for me right there. What does that say?
I think we'll just scroll. I think it's-
You got someone to come up?
I don't think anybody has followers.
Okay.
Jolly does. Jolly on her.
Okay. So Jolly, are you gonna come up for a presentation since you're plating? Let us know. Yes, I'm making an Easter basket. And it's not as perfect as it would be because I'm trying to accomplish this in the 2 hours, but pretty close. Coming down to the wire here. Ooh, that was like just enough buttercream. Barely. Barely. Might have to cheat it a little bit back here. I'll have a little bit more in there. All right. Okay, using the brushing tip, taking cupcakes out and frosting. Okay, we are getting there. Let's see. Looks like we should do some more yellow. Trying to get all of it out of there. Taking cupcakes out and frosting. Okay. And then I think we're waiting for Jolly, right? I hope we're gonna fall out in a few hours. Okay. Get your brownies cool. Just make sure you do your picture for a presentation on your plating. There we go. All right. It's 11 p.m. there. Okay. couple minutes here. Anyone else plating for a presentation? I wasn't so much looking at the screen, so I'm not sure if the emails came through. Thank you for liking the lives. Thank you for the finger hearts. So I've got this tempo. I'm gonna change this basket tip off here. And just put some flowers here. Thank you for the likes, and we got to 23,000. And we are just about done. All right, so I'm gonna use this purple to fill in. I'll use blue. Ooh. I'm going to start from the outside. That's a blue. And then blue. Taking photos now. Okay, awesome. And we're just adding the leaves. Just kind of random there. And here. Yes. And then we've got some cute little jelly beans for Easter. I don't want the green. We'll just put like purple, yellows, and pinks. How cute is that? Another yellow. Maybe we'll do green. Another green like that. Add some sprinkles. I have to get out of the room to see the basket. What does that mean, get out of the room? We've got our sprinkle this next sprinkles. Jolly, are you coming up as a guest? Okay, that's good on the sprinkles. And then I've got a little bit. Do this little bunny. Thanks for the likes and love. And whenever I make cakes, I always try to have everything shared as soon as I can find out how to do it. So I can everything shared as soon as I can find out how to do it. So can the mods tell Jolly how to add himself?
Do what?
To add, he wants to come up as a guest. He has 1,000 followers, so he can come up as a guest. Oh, I just broke it.
Yeah.
not saying it's a requested join?
I just broke the little bunny. I was trying to take it off of here. I just broke it. Okay. We have a little chick. The bunny would have been cute. We have a little chick too. Yes, I always try to put only edible things. Danielle's done. All right, I see your final project. Congratulations. I'm just gonna put my little chip on here and I'll be done.
It says tap more time, yes, at the bottom, and tap the request.
Okay, I just dropped it right here.
Yeah, you have to tap this little, you have to tap the little
Okay,
pink and blue icon.
got it. All right. Done. Danielle's done. Mercy's done.
Well, hi, good evening. So, I'm not
Hello.
sure
Evening.
how to get the photo. I'm trying to figure out how to get to show off my presentation as soon as I see how to do it.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, okay. This says that I am using audio only. How did I? Oh, there we go. And can I reverse it? There we go. Okay. So here we go.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
So yeah, what I ended up doing is I went back and made the brownies from a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And as far as techniques are concerned, I had to actually fold the chocolate chips and the walnuts. The chocolate chips, walnuts, and peanut butter chips. So I
Nice.
folded those in. Then when it came to the decoration, this is the whipped cream recipe, not the buttercream. I was trying to use some of the techniques you showed us with the buttercream, such as like the star here, and
Mm-hmm.
I forgot, it's not the zigzag, it was the other pattern that you showed us with buttercream. I forgot the name. The swirl, okay, swirl, yes. So I was using with those. And then when it came to, when making the whipped cream itself, I had to remember to freeze the ingredients, put them in the freezer bowls, the attachments, leave those in the freezer for about 30 minutes. So there was
Right.
quite a bit going on here to try and bring this together. Fortunately, I didn't have any ice cream tonight, so there's no ice cream in the plating. It's just the brownie and the whipped cream. But
Mm-hmm.
still came out a lot better than what I did last time. That's why I went back for it. It's kind of a redemption cook.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yes, awesome. That looks amazing. Yes.
Thank you, thank you,
Purple
and
Hearts
thank
in the
you.
chat for Jolly doing an awesome job with the brownies. Your cuts look really nice in uniform. That looks really good. And your simple piping techniques look really good as well. And is that some cinnamon or what do you have?
Yes,
Cinnamon?
plain old cinnamon on top, sprinkling. Yes. So I
Nice.
gotta put something on there just to put something on top of the whipped cream since it's plain white. But yes, I am so glad you did this class, and I am looking forward to 201.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, me too. Yeah, you guys will see 201 coming up. So everybody put some purple hearts in the chat for Jolly. Awesome job. Make sure you take the pictures for your plate presentation to turn in your project.
I've taken those already. And, I've done everything now. I've had to go back and do the banana bread by your deadline of Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that one. Then that will be everything.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Awesome. Yes, good job, Jolly.
Thank you for having me on, and y'all have a good night.
Yes, you as well. Okay, well, I'm going to close us out. So great job to you all. We got it done in 2 hours. We're just a few minutes over, and that's okay. So as for me, I did my carrot cake with the Easter theme. I made a little basket with the cute little chick there. And I will take pictures as well, and maybe I'll do like a video to cut into it. So I just wanted to show you guys just kind of like an intermediate level of technique, because I will be teaching stacking cakes and decorating in 201. So I wanted to give you an example and then also show you it is possible to, get something with a elevated technique done in just a couple of hours. So that's that one. And again, it's been a pleasure having you all in this class. I look forward to seeing you in 201. You have until Wednesday to get all of your homeworks in. If you have any questions about that, just email me. I'll send a final email to everyone tomorrow. If you have questions for, if you're missing anything or whatnot. So you have until Wednesday to get all of your homeworks in. And then in, maybe a week or two, then you'll see the emails coming through for summer session for 201 if you want to take that. But then also on my TikTok, you'll see things going on too. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you. And love you too, Ayana. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you to Ayana. Thank you to Jason, our mods and TAs that have helped us along the way with all the comments and notes and answering questions and everything. I've truly enjoyed this. Oh, thank you. I've truly enjoyed this so much. So does anyone have any questions before we go? Dance party, let's get music for old time's sake. And this one won't be on YouTube.
Alexa,
But
play
thank you all.